The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin, it's so dope when it kick in. That you can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin. Hey yo, I rise like the sun in the east, running the streets. Same people that was coming in peace, some in the beast on the microphone. It's never a long and hard task. For God, I'm gonna smash they blog and podcast. Introduction to journalism 101 with Pharaoh PoPolitickin about where I'm from and what I do. What's up? It gotta be good. Interviewing everybody, you know they probably could. Take all the blood, sweat, and tears, working all them years. Putting in 10,000 hours, it empowers careers. From the baby and Megan Thee Stallion to Yo Gotti. High as a kite, jet life, currency in the party. With MC Light, J Prince said I rap a lot. Super Saiyan Black Kakarot with a Macintosh laptop and my Apple Watch. Smoking Fraggle Rocks, 4 eyes, got more lines and hooks than a tackle box. What? The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. We PoPolitickin, it's so dope when it kick in. That you can get in where you fit in. We straight PoPolitickin. The whole squad on the mission, you got to listen. You know what this is when we PoPolitickin. My money long like division, I proposition to put a fist in. We straight PoPolitickin.
All right, y'all, welcome back to another edition of PoPolitickin. Right now, we're live on Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook, but check me out on Spotify, Apple, and Amazon. 1212 and place to be with King Shampz. How you doing, bro?
Oh, man, I'm chilling. I'm glad to be on, man. Glad to be on. Appreciate it.
No doubt. What kind of shirt you got on?
Well, this right here, this is my brother's company. It says Change in Progress. It's a yeah, we've had it in the family for a while. It's actually my dad's company. He passed it on down to my brother and everything. So, you know, I'm just always rocking, you know what I mean, supporting and all that.
Then you from look like you a Flyers fan?
Yeah, I'm from Philly, man. You know what I mean? So I'm a rep for the home team. You know what I mean? I'm a Flyers and Phillies fan. You know what I mean? I don't really fuck with the Eagles and all that. I'm a Cowboys fan, so.
I said, what you know about Eric Lindros though? One of Eric Lindros, the hockey player.
Yes, sir. LeClaire and all them boys.
You say you don't like the Eagles, but you heard about that dude, that Eagles fan, EDP. You heard about that shit?
I did see that shit, bro. That shit was a little crazy. That shit was real crazy. Matter of fact, I saw like some clip.
Yeah, but the white boy that got him even got in trouble because the white boy that tried to get him, I saw the video because I went to his page and I was watching it, but then I went on the white dude's little channel. Man, he got a video on there like he basically doing pranks and he acting like he black and shit. So they got his ass kicked off too. So he tried to get old boy down and he got down because basically he was doing some illegal shit. Like he be basically trying to get you caught up, but he be like, you don't supposed to use real kids to do that shit. He be using real ass kids, so that's illegal. He can't do that. So we'll see what's going on.
That shit, man. Yeah, this shit wild, man. I'm not gonna lie. This shit is definitely crazy out here. For sure.
Right. So how was it growing up in, you said, West Philly?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's what Will
Smith you know,
right?
it's like it. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, I mean, we the home of gangster rap, man. You know what I mean? Schoolie D made PSK, man. That's our neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we spent.
West Philly?
Say again.
Young Guns.
They from like north. One of them from west, I believe. But yeah, they more from like north and all that.
All right, so give us some of your earliest memories of hip hop.
Oh man, I mean, just kind of rolling around. You know what I mean, with my brothers and my pop, you know what I mean, listening to like the Forever album, you know what I mean, the John that Puff dropped, listening to like Hove and Nas and Big and, you know, Mobb Deep and all of that. And, you know, them motherfuckers kind of shaped me into the artist I am and the kind of music I wanted to go on ahead and do. You know what I mean? And then, of course, in Philly, like we come from like the battle rap scene and all of that. So, you know, I grew up watching like Reed Dollars, you know, Rain Man, who's RJ Payne now. Grew up, yeah, about to say like all them dudes, like we grew up kind of like watching them. You know what I'm saying?
I
So
know. I go way back with him, man. We used to be putting mixtapes out with him back in the day, like 10 years ago. That's why I'm glad
word.
he stayed down, man. So I'm glad that he getting recognized, because he been at it for a long time. People don't know that. People be thinking it's overnight a lot of times.
Yeah, you know what I mean? A lot of people don't really be paying attention either, man. People are like, as long as it comes across my face, that's when I'll pay attention. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's kind of like who we was looking at. You know what I'm saying? And we just kind of developed the love for it. So now, you know, we off and running. You know, we got Dear on Records. Me and my brother is on. We got a record label out here in Philly. You know what I mean? We represent doing what we need to do. And you know, we just dropped the crazy project that's getting a lot of fanfare in Dawn of the Dead, man. So, you know, we've been running it up, man, just promoting, getting out here hustling.
So what made you want to rap?
To tell you the truth, man, this one, and I always kind of tell this same story. I actually was on another podcast, and I was telling it. The Fade to Black DVD, Jay-Z. I remember just seeing how the crowd was responding to him, and how all the different celebrities, you know, whether they were in music or entertainment or whatever they were doing, everybody wanted to kind of come witness a moment. And I was like, damn, that's real power. You know what I mean? And he was talking about shit that I could relate to, coming from the streets, coming from West Philly. And then, you know, Rockefeller was damn near a Philly label anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it was just like, it was just really dope just looking at somebody just control that many people and have that much love from so many people, that it was just like an intoxicating feeling that, you know, I wanted to go on ahead and chase.
I was a big Beanie Siegel fan. You fan of Beans?
Oh yeah, for sure. Beans is probably the best rapper in Philly outside of Will Smith to me. You know what I mean? Like Beans.
I'm gonna say I know. Like when I think about it now, who has like a solid, like you look at their discography, they got a solid work. Freeway.
Oh yeah, for sure. Nah, Freeway put it down, man. You know, he come from that Rockefeller era. You know what I mean? State prop. That was big in our city, man. Them niggas is running. You know, PD Crack. You know, like the Young Guns. You know what I'm saying? All of those kinds of guys. So yeah, man. You know, they definitely was able to go in and put it down for that low point in time. But you know, I feel like what me and my brother are doing with Dear on Records is we kind of bringing like this same kind of energy, but you know, with new music. You know what I mean? With a new sound to it.
And then, so why y'all call it Day of the Dawn? Did I say it right? Yeah, Day of the
Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah, Dawn of the Dead. Why y'all call it that? Why y'all go by that name?
It's definitely self-explanatory in a way, whereas Dead Raw Records, and it's the dawn of the dead, it's the dawn of a new era. You know what I mean? It's the dawn of like, yo, this is a whole new thing. This is a whole new sound that we're coming with. It's not something that you've heard before, where we're blending something old and something new, where it's like we still had the bars and that gangster shit that you would appreciate from the 90s, 2000s rap, but we got lit production. We got some lit hooks, you know what I mean? And we're making it more accessible. So that's why we decided to kind of go with that title, Dawn of the Dead, because it's like it's Dawn of the Dead, Dead Wrong Records. It's the dawn of this. It's the dawn of a new era. You know what I mean? Dawn of a new sound. And that's what we wanted to go in ahead and go with. And I felt like from track one all the way through, we were able to kind of captivate that sound. You know what I mean? In a way. So I was real proud of how the project has been going so far.
So how long y'all been out as a label?
I'd say about 6 or 7 years. You know what I'm saying? Doing it official. Yeah, you know doing it official.
So the project, I was trying to figure out. So it look like it's like a collaboration album. It's not just like your album. I see like different names.
Nah. Yeah, we've got these guys are on a record label. You know what I'm saying? Outside of the two features of Def Soldier and Pretty Bully, Frio, Black, myself, and Azan. And Azan is my blood brother, like same mom, same dad, that handled all of the production on the project. They're already on the label. So what we wanted to kind of go on ahead and do was showcase the label and showcase the different talent that we had. Rye as well, that's on the project. He's on a label as well. So we just wanted to kind of go on ahead and put together a project that showcased all of the talent. you know what I mean, and keep it a more of an East Coast kind of project. All of the people that's on the projects from the East Coast, New York and Philly. So we just kind of kept it like that at that point in time, just to, you know, show like, yo, you know, we still got some spitters over here too. You feel me?
We talking about Def Soldier that be with Prime. He like with a group.
Trying to have a successful offense.
It's him and his homies like a duo. You talking about that Def Soldier?
I believe so. I believe so.
Hard. I interviewed him. He be spitting. Them niggas spit. Yeah, they tight. Yeah. Yeah, I had him on the show probably like a couple months ago. But yeah, them niggas tight. But I think it was him and the other guy name, I think was Prime. But they had like a duo album they came out with. That shit was hard though.
I would say that's my dude, man.
I would say, so what would you, I wanted you to kind of, so how would you describe your sound and what would you think makes you unique as an artist?
Well, for one thing, we actually still rap. And that's damn near a lost art. You know what I mean? Everybody kind of is doing more of the singing kind of thing, which is cool, but it's not hip hop. Hip hop is based in bars and lyricism. So I feel like that separates us from the pack. I think that our creativity as far as production and flows, it's different, where we still have some of that boom bap style, but we still got some of that G Unit, that Dipset, that shit that we kind of grew up on, that wavy shit, making our own kind of genre while still giving you like the mafioso shit of like Raekwon and Mobb Deep and Hove and that bounce of pop, basically blending it all together. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you listen to Dawn of the Dead, you hear all of those things. It's funny, we had actually got a write-up from actually a college professor that basically broke down the whole fucking project. Like, yo, like there's so many different sounds where it's like you got the down south sound, but you got the West Coast sound because we're heavily influenced from Dr. Dre to Chronic, you know what I mean? Snoop Doggy Dogg, the early shit. You feel me? So we basically put together a melting pot of different styles. And I feel like that differentiates us from everybody else's sound because you're not going to hear all of that. You're either going to hear one or the other. It's not going to be a whole gumbo pot. You know what I mean? I like to compare Dead Raw Records music to like a Thanksgiving feast. You got everything on the table. You know what I'm saying? You can kind of get everything rather than when you go to like a McDonald's, you know what you're getting in there. Burgers and fries, nigga. That's it. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of it. So I feel like with our kind of sound, that's kind of what we go off of. And like I said, we really are based off of being creative. And it's something you're just not going to hear because you blend in so many different sounds together. So I feel like it's mad different, man. I feel like we put a lot of time into what we do.
Yeah, I say it sounds really good, man. Like I was telling you, that shit hard. But I liked about it the most, man. Like you said, it's kind of like it has an old school sound, but it kind of still sound new. And then I think like a lot of people now, like everybody coming out trying to sound like Griselda now. But y'all still got your own sound. Like I said, it has an old school vibe, like you were saying, but y'all still got your own sound. Y'all ain't sounding like Griselda or nothing like that.
Yeah, and the thing is, shout out to them, you know what I mean, for doing their thing. But it's just like, yo, you gotta have originality. Them niggas is already doing it. You know
what I'm saying? Now everybody coming out sounding like them. So shit, we don't need no Team Griseldas. Shit.
You don't.
2 or 3 people sound like them. Like, oh man, come on now. Know what I'm saying? So I like it where y'all still got y'all own sound with it. Sounds good.
For sure. I appreciate you, man.
So I was gonna say, how would you describe your y'all creative process?
Well, one thing for sure and 2 things for certain. I'm working with my brother consistently. Like I said, as he worked on a whole project with me. Like I said, that's my blood brother, like same mom, same dad. So when we're working, we kind of know what the other one is thinking. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, if I'm writing, you know, some lyrics to the beat, he like, all right, cool, let's figure out a hook. Let's piece this here. And then we piece it together. And we already have a formula we go by, which is, yo, we're going for all headshots. Every record has to come off with a certain kind of energy and aggressiveness because we coming from the street with it. You know what I mean? We ain't coming to pussyfoot around. There's some real street shit, and we want to kind of go in here and show what's really going on. You feel me? So that definitely plays a part in the creative process. And as far as getting all the artists together on the project, it's the same way. You know, it's a bunch of hungry spitters. You know what I mean? All trying to make a name, all trying to go in here and go off on some dope production. And we just kind of go in here and piece it together. And I felt like as far as the creative process goes, we really put in super time, bro. Like, it's not like we go in there, like you'll hear niggas say, "Oh, I freestyled that shit in 6 minutes." It's like, yeah, nigga, it sound like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit sound like that.
It sound like
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It sound horrible. So one thing about our creative process is, like I said, it's like Thanksgiving. It may take a minute. You know, we black. It take all fucking day. But when that food is done, when that food is ready, oh, nigga, we good now. We straight. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of compare it to that, where it's like we take our time and we work on our craft. You know what I mean? Iron sharpens iron. So everybody on the label, we all had that same attitude. It's like, yo, put your time in, put your work in. Think of different ways to be innovative with your lyrics. Think of different ways to be innovative with your flows. Work on it. Because then when you present it to the people, people are like, yo, I fuck with that. And like you said, it's a whole different thing. It don't sound like Griselda.
So who the oldest between you and your brother?
Oh, I am. Yeah, I am. Yep.
So who was the one, like, was you into the music most, or he was in the music most?
Well, you know what? I think it really comes down with our background, because our dad played the guitar. He was really into music. So we grew up with music around us. Our mom always had all of the albums. And then we both were classically trained musicians. You know what I'm saying? I played the piano when I was younger, and my brother played the drums when he was younger. So music's always kind of been a part of us and what we did. It just so happens that, you know, you go outside, you know, you get used to the other drums. You feel me? So it is what it is. But yeah, like as far as just like coming up with music and you know, really loving it and really saying, yo, this is something we really want to go in here to do. We've been doing this probably our whole lives. You know what I'm saying? Like, as far as being involved in music and listening to everything from rock and roll to R&B to hip hop to blues, opera music, whatever, just like pretty much every genre. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it really shows through in the music that we put out, as far as how cohesive we put our projects together, how synchronized they are. You know what I'm saying? A lot of artists don't do that either. And we take pride in that. So like music's been with us forever.
So what yeah, that was hard. Shit, I was gonna ask you a question. I forgot I was gonna ask you. Shit, did you want me to play one of the songs off the album?
Yeah, throw that Forbes niggas on, man.
I like that song.
Yeah,
that was my shit. That's the one I had playing before I called.
Word.
You want to talk about it a little bit before we go into it?
Oh yeah, for sure. Forbes niggas is like a premonition, man. You know what I mean? We about to be on that Forbes list, man. You know what I mean? We're doing way more than music. We're black entrepreneurs. You know what I mean? And that's why I appreciate your platform, bro. You're a black entrepreneur. You know what I'm saying? We all need to be striving to get on that motherfucker. You feel me? That should be it. So like Forbes niggas is that.
Yeah, I said now I know what I was about to ask you. I was about to ask you about the beats. Who doing y'all beats? Because y'all got some good beats. Production. Yeah,
that's my little brother, Azan, man. He produced that shit from top to bottom, man. From top to bottom. And Forbes niggas got that bounce.
So your brother is the one doing the beats?
Yeah.
Yeah, them shit's cold.
We work. Huh? Yeah, we work together on it, man. You know what I mean? He sits down and he comes up with the production. You know what I mean? I spit that shit, man, and we just got a beautiful combination, man. I think Forbes and niggas, it kicks off the album crazy.
All right, let me turn it up. I'm finna play it right now.
Yeah, it's dead wrong. Murder Hill shit. Yeah, we Forbes niggas. Check it, Rolex, baby. I like the flex, baby. I'm up next, baby. So one dress lady. Maseratis and man Ferraris, so it's such a scene. They ain't never seen a nigga like Shampz and Dane. I get the cream, I'm not green to no fame. We all vets, we carry Texas, the murder team. Niggas know that we bout that. They said don't do chit chat. Get your shit pushed back, you play with my stats. It's like that. Pro ball to the images. Kilo after kilo, all my people got the stamina. Grab the work of Canada, ship the guns off to Panama. Strapped up in the Maybach, you roll up on me, goddamn it, yeah. You took the wrong route, this life will turn you out. G's hold it down, the rail never get out. Niggas do it for clout, I did it so I could sprout. Heard my young bull getting money down south. That ain't just word of mouth, we killing them in the drought. We ain't timid, we run the scrimmage, the crew balling out. Ain't that what it's all about? It ain't hard to find us. Hurting all they pockets, we flood them and breed up. Niggas cop the Porsche, I'm fitting the speed up. Fuck the baddest bitches, niggas can't ease up. Wrist on frigid, your digits are white dust. To me, it's no limit, too hot for niggas to touch.
Chasing money, taking it all. Never hesitate when you walk. All of my bitches, they love to walk. Niggas take us, get a motherfucking nigga in Forbes. Get the money, stack it on top. Hustle, coke, and make it a sport. All of my bitches, they love to walk. Niggas take us, get a motherfucking nigga in Forbes.
I'm the wave drown, I'm in the house now. She wanna play round, I need a bust down. Love the way I talk, that's how my voice sound. I like the way she walk, she never out of bounds. I lock down them small towns, the shooters is around. Stay with rounds, they lick you down. You play with my crown, I'm a king who's really sing, still serving the fiends. I know split through your spleen, we haunt you in your dreams. In the bucks like a ring, won the chip for the rings. Made the right connects, I'm just doing boss things. You can get your wings if you take it there. Turn you red bull, I ain't got no fear. Tattoo tears don't add up to the years. We taking all the chances, so only farmers are stairs. All my diamonds is clear, you dealing with hustlers here. G5s in the air, watch your God just appear.
Chasing money, taking it all. Never hesitate when you walk. All of my bitches, they love to walk. Niggas take us, get a motherfucking nigga in Forbes. Get the money, stack it on top. Hustle, coke, and make it a sport. All of my bitches, they love to walk. Niggas take us, get a motherfucking nigga in Forbes.
All right, we missed. So what's the goals for the label right now? Like, what's y'all top 3 goals right now?
Oh man, really the 3 things really is the same thing. Take over, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of motherfuckers say a lot of different things, but we got a lot of great things in the work with a lot of great people behind the scenes, man. Like, this album has really started taking off for us from the independent game. So it's just like, yo, we want to take this shit over, man. We want to show that, yo, it's still spitters out here. You know what I mean? We want to kind of go in here and show that love all across the country, down south, west coast, east coast, everything. Where it's like, yo, if you talented, you a rapper, you can spit, and you still on that shit, yo, come fuck with us. You know what I mean? Because we about to go in and take this shit over. That's why I feel like the title of the album was aptly named, where it's like, yo, it's the dawn of the dead. Like, this is a new era. You know what I mean? Like, when you hear Forbes niggas, like, it's still got like that hip hop vibe to it, but it's got that fucking bounce to it. You know what I'm saying? It's got that flow to it where it's like, you can play this shit for your girl. You know what I mean? It ain't a bunch of, you know, dusty fitted rap shit. You know what I mean? We don't rap like that. You feel me? We got our own wave and how we carry shit. So, you know, I feel like Dawn of the Dead was the precursor. I'm working right now on my solo project, Road to Peru. And if people really fuck with Dawn of the Dead, make sure y'all check that out. That's on all streaming platforms too.
So why you call
Road
it
to Peru?
Yeah, why you call it that?
Oh, word. Hey, man, you know, we taught that hustler shit, man. You know what I mean? You know, down in Peru, that's where the good shit come from, man. So, you know, we just want to go on ahead and bring back that kind of rap. You feel me? So we want to go in ahead and line it up that way. And then we got another thing coming after Road to Peru too, which is really going to be dope, man. You know, it's a catchy name. I know people going to fuck with it. You feel me?
So you a fan of Pusha T?
Oh, for sure. For sure.
Pusha T, I'll be ready to sell some dope.
My favorite rappers growing up, bro.
Yeah, I like that album he came out with Kanye with. I like that album. The last one he came out with, the one that we did Houston cover.
Yo, bro. Yo, Daytona is hard, bro.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like that album I was playing consistently, bro. Like that shit is crazy. Like I
Yeah.
always fuck with the Clips. Like Clips was one of my favorite groups growing up. You know what I mean? Like it was like Clips, Dipset, G Unit. You know what I mean? For me. And then I went back and listened, you know what I mean, to like your Nas's, your Mobb Deeps, your Wu-Tang Clans, Nas's earlier shit. You feel me? Scarface, UGK, you know, all them dudes. You feel me? I kind of went back and studied, but yeah, man, the Clips was always in the midst for me. I used to have arguments with niggas all the time. Like, yo, I was like, yo, push it different, bro. Like, y'all niggas tripping. Like, this nigga dropping everything. So, yeah, I'm definitely a huge Pusha fan for sure.
So, who's your favorite Dipset member?
Cam.
Back then. Oh,
Cam.
Yeah.
Yo, listen, like, Killer Cam on some shit was probably like the second nigga or the third nigga that made me like really want to do the rap shit. Because I felt him. I felt like that swag. And that's how I like rap. You know what I mean? Like if you listen to how like I'm rapping, there's a lot of swagger with it. You know what I'm saying? Like Cameron like gave me that bounce. You know what I'm saying? Him and like 50. You know what I mean? Like those was my niggas growing up. So it's like, yeah, like Cam for sure. Like everybody else was cool, but like Cam carried that shit, man.
Yeah, you was kind of out. It's funny you said 50 because you was kind of remind me of 50 on that Forbes nigga song. Like how you was doing the hook, that kind of remind me of 50.
Yeah, my brother was doing the hook. He was doing the hook. And you know, we heavily influenced by them niggas, man.
That's what's up. So I would say, what's the average day for you right now?
Oh man, staying the fuck out the way, number one. You know what I mean? Just staying away from sucker shit and staying sucker free is number one. And really just creating this content. You know what I mean? Constantly promoting this album. You know what I mean? Making sure that this album gets in as many people's faces and places as possible. And you know, staying on top of shit. You know what I mean? As far as the music, making sure that the artist is working, making sure that we're all pushing towards the common goal. Because see, the thing is, if you want to talk and take over shit, you gotta be willing to take over. You gotta take over every day, every minute, every hour, and be productive.
Yeah. So what's some of your interests outside of music?
Oh man, football, you know what I mean? Movies, you know what I mean? Studying business, you know what I mean? Finding new ways to implement shit to market, learning about different promotions and stocks and shit like that. You know what I mean? I'm really interested in that. And you know, interested in philosophies. I read a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I'm always trying to go in here and get more knowledge and actually get things that can benefit me in the long run. You know what I'm saying? Anything pretty much is productive. You know what I mean? I'm all for it. You know what I mean? Outside of music. And it kind of always ties back into it. You know what I'm saying? Some kind of way, because I want to do so many other things in entertainment. You know what I mean? Movies, video games, you know what I mean? Owning restaurants and different things in real estate. So in order to do all of these different things, of course, it's a step-by-step process, but I want to be as educated on them as possible. You know what I'm saying?
What's some of your favorite books?
I actually have been reading this book. It's a couple business books by Alan Greenspan, and then it's another book by probably the most hated man in America, but he was a hell of a businessman, Donald Trump. It's called The Art of the Deal. I've been reading that, and yeah, it's a really, really good book. And you know, I was just kind of going ahead and reading it. I was actually read maybe like 25 pages of that last night. So I've been reading that, and I've been reading, damn, I can't remember the fucking, oh man, what is the title of that book? But it's like a self-improvement kind of book. It basically is written by a guy named Preston. I don't even know why it's not even coming to me, but I've been reading that as well. I can't remember the title, but it's basically like a self-improvement book It basically talks about how you need to go in here and do the work. And I was also reading this book called 40%, which is basically talking about how humans don't really push themselves past like 40%, you know what I mean, of like their potential in certain things. So I'm always like reading shit like that. That's like self-improvement, you know what I mean? And self-evaluating type shit.
Yeah. What is hip hop to you?
Oh man, hip hop is my life, man. You know what I mean? Hip hop is the streets. Hip hop is, you know, what's going on. You know what I mean? It's political. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much everything growing up in the ghetto. You know, everything kind of has surrounded around that, you know, since its inception. You know what I mean? Hip hop basically spoke for people like me, for people like you, where it's like, you know, we come from a certain kind of area, a certain kind of demographic, and it gives us a voice. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop is everything to me, man. You know what I mean? Hip hop is really the voice of the people for real, because it's the only genre that allows a motherfucker like me to come off of the street and kind of tell my story and people fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? So hip hop is kind of like that segue in culture where it's like, yo, you know, you may not know nothing about this kind of life, but it's so many people that's living it. It's so many people dying in it. You know what I'm saying? And hip hop has provided that voice for us. So that's what hip hop is to me, man. It is the voice of the people for sure.
And then how do we move the culture forward?
Oh man, by making good music and preserving the culture. I feel like making good music is the biggest part of it, and not forgetting the motherfuckers that was before us. You know what I'm saying? You know, without Kool Herc, I'm not here. You know what I mean? You wouldn't be here. You know what I mean? Where it's like we're asking these questions and talking about hip hop. We have to respect the OGs of the shit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like with respecting the OGs of it is we're supposed to evolve. The definition of evolution is basically getting better. It evolved into something, not regrets. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like we have to be able to take shit up a notch. You know what I mean? If Melly Mel dropped the message and all of these guys was dropping these different records back in the day, yo, we kind of got to have that same kind of energy for this generation. You know what I mean? Public Enemy, NWA was doing their thing. Yo, we got to have that same kind of energy. You know what I mean? Wu-Tang came out and did their thing. You know what I mean? It's just like carrying on tradition and being proud of it. So like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the way we kind of preserve shit and make sure that hip hop is that we keep an elite level of passing the torch on. Where it's like, yo, if you rap, you rap. Like back in the day, you couldn't be a whack nigga. You know what I mean? Now you can be a whack nigga and you cool. Like, we got to change the standard of shit. You know what I mean? So it definitely starts with us. And I feel that Dead Wrong Records is doing that.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you, how do we go about, you said preserving the culture. How we do that?
Oh man, by I think it kind of all ties back into just kind of respecting the elders and doing more collaborations. And I feel like the elders have to understand, hey man, we not gonna rap over break beats and shit, my nigga. You know what I mean? Like we younger niggas. So it's like we're not going to do it the exact way you're doing it. But if we're showing the same kind of things that started in hip hop, which is bars and dope production, then I think that we have to do a lot more collaborations. I feel like we have to tell the story of hip hop a lot more. I feel like more documentaries need to be dropped. I feel like more stories need to be told. We need to interview more of these guys because these guys are still living. You gotta think about it. Hip hop isn't 100 years old yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, the guys that made hip hop are still here. So I feel like in order to preserve it, we have to kind of have that collaboration. You know what I mean? And not be afraid to sit down and build. You know what I mean? And talk about it from the different sides of the fence. You know what I mean? How the streets was for them and how the streets is for us. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when you have that kind of unity, you definitely can preserve it for sure.
Okay. What advice would you give to a new artist?
Hustle. And don't bullshit yourself. Hustle and don't bullshit yourself. Get your ass up. Work on your craft. Look at different promotions. You know what I mean? Look at different podcasts. Look at different things. Try to get as much media attention as you possibly can. Y'all niggas keep atting these DJs that's got over 2 million followers. He's not seeing your ad, dumbass. Stop doing that shit. That shit is not going to work. You need to build relationships and build networks so you can go on ahead and get your name up. Build your name up and have a product that people want to listen to. Stop just saying, yo, I'm going to just put some shit together and I'm going to just rock out. Don't nobody want to hear that whack shit, nigga. Make some dope shit.
Now I was saying, I think Sham Black one told me about you. You know Sham Black?
Say it again.
You know Sham Black? I think I want to look and say who, but I think Sham Black told me to holler at you.
Probably. It's so many people, bro, that fuck with the music, man. I wouldn't be shocked.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it right now. I don't see it. I made a post on my Instagram saying tag a dope artist, and somebody tagged you because that's why I hit you up. I thought it was Sham Black.
Or
let me see who it is right quick. Hopefully, I might be able to find it. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'll find out later. I can't see who, but somebody tagged me and told me to holler at you. Yeah, I'm saying, what would you like to say to your supporters?
Oh man, listen, keep supporting this, man. Keep spreading the message. You know what I mean? Keep letting motherfuckers know that Dead Wrong Records is here. We here to stay. We here to take shit over. You know what I mean? Road to Peru is coming. It's gonna be the album of the year. You know what I mean? We already dropped Dawn of the Dead. You know what I mean? We ran that shit up. We still running it up. You know what I mean? That music is still doing numbers. Just keep on the lookout for new projects. Follow me on Instagram at KingShampz, as well as on Twitter. That's KingShampz. And look forward to the new music. We got a SoundCloud page too, Dead Wrong Records. You know what I'm saying? So if you wanted to kind of take a step back and you fuck with Dawn of the Dead so much, you like, yo, we can't find some more of this new music. Yo, go to the Dead Wrong Record SoundCloud page. Pull that shit up. Play that shit, man. Get with it.
I was trying to find some more of your music. So that's where it's at?
My fault. I couldn't even hear you, bro.
No, I said I was trying to find more of your music before we got on. So that's where it's at. Go on SoundCloud.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we had got some comments. My homie Big Rig, he said the LL, the KRS ones, and the Rev runs, and then he said 6ix9ine is whack. Yeah, that's my thing too, man. I just feel like you said, we just gotta do a better job of take all that bullshit out. Can't let the bullshit come in.
You can't, man.
Yeah, I appreciate politicking with you, bro.
Oh, definitely, man. I definitely appreciate coming on, man, and spreading news, man. Spreading the fucking news. Let motherfuckers know Dead Wrong Records ain't to be fucked with, baby.
Yeah, you gotta hit me up when y'all drop some more stuff. Keep me posted.
Oh yeah, for sure. That's for damn sure, man. I'll make sure you get one of the first singles, man.
All right, you got any shout outs?
Yeah, shout out to the whole Dead Wrong Records. You know what I mean? Shout out to hip hop in general. Shout out to the fans. You know what I mean? Shout out to you for having me on the platform, man. It was a real dope experience. You know what I mean? And yeah, for sure. Shout out Dead Wrong Records. Shout out West Philly, man. We in here. All
right, y'all. We out. I'll be back in a couple minutes. You want to hit me with your social media one more time?
Oh yeah, for sure. Follow me at King Shampz on Instagram and Twitter. That's KingShampz. That's KingShampz. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram. You know what I mean? And just come through and show some love, man. You know, we got the links in the descriptions. Once again, our SoundCloud is Dead Wrong Records. Go on to SoundCloud. Go listen to some more of that fire, man. And get yourself familiar with the wrong.